defended very, very well against a really good team. I mean, these guys are 5-0 and they've beaten 4 very good teams. We dug a big hole early and the defense just kept us in it when we couldn't score. I thought the defense kept us in it. We had 3 very, very good defensive quarters, 22, 16, and 20. And then when we had to, we didn't do it. We gave up 31 in the fourth quarter. Turnovers hurt us. We had a couple of critical turnovers when we had the lead, and then late in the game we had a couple of possessions. We didn't get the shot. We didn't go strong enough. We didn't get a shot off with the turnovers. Flip and Joe played really well in the fourth quarter. And Matt, we stepped up and made good plays. He beat us on the dribble. Joe made a couple of good plays. But I thought again, we did a lot of things well. We rebounded well. We didn't take well enough care of the ball to win. I thought the defense was very, very good. Robert Swift gave us a big lift. He came in and he kind of clogged up the middle, gave us good things. Russell gave us some very good and also some rookie. Did a good job. Earl Watson, I thought, had a great game, running the team, defending. When he switched on to a bigger player, he really battled him. Did a good job. I thought Joe Smith gave us great minutes. Made a lot of good plays and defended. Got to the free throw line for us late. But when we needed to execute better than them, we did. They did a better job than we did down the stretch, causing the turnovers and guys making plays, taking it strong to the rim, getting to the free throw line. Can't tell by it, but it seems they got free throws in the fourth quarter. I don't know if that's accurate. But, I mean, we've said all year that given the 3-point disparity that we pretty much have, we need the offensive rebound, which we did do. Again, they're, I think, 4th in the league coming in offensive rebounds. We did a better job than they did on the offensive boards, which is great. But we didn't take, you turn it over 17 times, which is not good, but the bigger problem is the 19 points off the 17 turnovers. They turned it over 13 times, but we only turned that into 8 points. So the turnovers and free throws, particularly in the fourth quarter, and the inability to guard Flip when it mattered. I thought great job hanging in with an atrocious offensive start again, and a lot of good minutes against a very good team. So we get better, we improve, we found out somebody else can help us. Hopefully Weezy's going to be all right. It's important for our guys not to be discouraged. When they do good things and it doesn't pay off, they got to keep their heads up. We got to learn, and we got to do better things the next time.
PJ, can you talk a little bit more about Russell and is his ability to handle the ball and maybe not turn it over still a concern down the stretch and maybe have a little more crunch time in there?
No, it's a little bit of everything. It's defense. It's every aspect of the game. Defense, rotations, rebounds. It's not him. It's we needed Desmond to guard one of the 2 players at the end. I thought we needed one big on the floor. That's why we went with Joe. And Earl was having an excellent game offensively and defensively. So it really came down to we had to play Kevin and Jeff, or take one of them out and play Russell. I thought that even though Russell was having a really good game, I thought we needed those 2 guys down the stretch.
Earl and Russell together, you had to
Yeah, I thought it went well. It was also good defensive matchup with Flip, but Desmond could guard one of the 2. We had to guard the other one, and that was the problem. At times Marvin hurt us, at times Joe hurt us, and that's what the good players do. They step up in the fourth quarter. Like, the 2 games last year, we beat Atlanta, buzzer beater in Atlanta, but Joe lit us up in the one place, and Marvin lit us up in the other. So you need to be able to get stops in the fourth quarter. Our defense for 3 quarters was extremely good. These guys I don't know what it is. They're averaging, got to be over 100 points a game at a real high number, and they're shooting threes very well. They're doing a lot of things well. So I thought we did a good job limiting their 3-point opportunities. They shoot almost 23 or 24 a game. But when we needed to stop, they just, they ISO, they caused some switches. They went one-on-one, and Joe got to the rim, Flip got to the rim, Marvin, I think it was Marvin, made a big three in front of their bench on a rotation, and we moved down, and we were maybe a step slow with the rotation, but the guy still got to make a shot. He made a shot. So they did better things than us in the fourth quarter, both offensively and defensively, and getting to the free throw line when the game was on the line.
Is this as simple as a young team learning how to close out a game?
Yeah, it is minor to an extent, but again, it's game 6 against a very good team, and we can say that, and there's a lot of validity to that, but when you put yourself in position to win, you got to take advantage of it, because the really elite teams put themselves in position to win every night. You don't get it every night, but like the really elite teams are very seldom out of a game, so they know they're going to be there at the end, and they win more than their share. We have to take advantage. When we put ourselves in position to win a game, and we were in position to win a game tonight, we got to take advantage of it. And even though we are young, and I'm encouraged by a lot of the things that happened tonight, we have to do it. We got to learn to do it right now. We need to get a stop. Like, we need to be able individually to say, I cannot let this guy beat us now. This game's on the line. I got to make a play. Or offensively, I got to get to the rim. I got to get to the free throw line. I can't settle for a softer shot. It's got to be a real good shot. I got to take care of the ball. We're never going to play perfect, but we can't. We just went too far offline in the fourth quarter. You can't. 22, 16, 20, and then we let them but they got 31 points in the fourth quarter when it was on the line, and we got 23. So you're right. That's winning time. That's when we have to do it. But to me, it was the turnovers, the not being forceful enough and getting to the rim, getting the referee to make a call so we get to the free throw line, and being able to get a stop when it mattered. I thought more than anything it was the stops. We could have hung in and won, even with the turnovers, and even we coughed it up a couple times when we had the lead. We still, like, in the beginning of the game, I don't know what we were down. In the beginning of the game, we were like, looked like we couldn't even score, but we were hanging in because we didn't let them get away from us. We kind of let them get away from us a little bit in the fourth quarter. Like, had we just hung in on defense, it would have been ugly, but it would have been like 84, 83. Somebody would have won by making the last shot of the game, but we did. We let Joe get to the rim. We let Marvin get that three. We let Flip get to the thing. When we needed to come up with a couple more stops, we weren't able to do it. And yes, we got to do a better job offensively for sure. We got to get to the free throw line more than we did. But at this point, we're so much better defensively than we are offensively that we got to hang in with our defense and give ourselves. We put ourselves in position. We did that in the first quarter. Then we stayed through the third and into the fourth pretty good. In fact, I don't know when we had that 7-point lead. Was that mid fourth quarter or early fourth quarter? We certainly put ourselves in position to win then. I don't know what the run was, but I'm imagining from that point plus 7, the run is pretty ugly. I don't know what it was, but I think we must have gotten outscored. A pretty bad run coming down the stretch.
Joe's role, you've been giving him more minutes.
Joe Smith?
Yeah.
Well, he played. Frankly, I played him more minutes than I wanted to, but I'd like to keep him down to 20. But I thought he was the big that was giving us a lot of things. Some you see, some you don't see. The rotations were good, getting a couple rebounds, contesting some shots, making some shots. His field goal percentage number wasn't good, but he got 10 free throws, he got 9 rebounds, and he did all that in 26 minutes. So Weezy got hurt. I thought Robert gave us a lift. Zaza hurt us on a couple of plays that I didn't think should have happened, so it was time to give Robert a look. Nick couldn't stay on the floor with foul trouble. Nick just had one of those nights where he couldn't get started. And they went very small. So we tried small in the first half, and it went pretty good. So at that point, you had to decide who I thought was the big playing the best, and we thought that was Joe. So the one big we were going to stay with down the stretch was Joe.